Alrighty, got my Mutas here. Alright guys, I want you to just want you to go to the enemy base and just snipe off some buildings. You're most effective running in and taking out a couple things and then running out. And if you could just do that for me right now, it'd be great. Alright, so let me just get them all together and send them to the enemy base. What in the hell is going on?
I could aim, but with this thing, I don't have to.
Goddamn Thors. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Like a Boss, where we teach you how to micro, macro, and do all sorts of fancy tricks that professional StarCraft 2 players do. Like a boss. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Zerg Mutalisk Magic Box. I'm sure you've heard of Magic Box and you've been wondering, what is the Magic Box? And no, get your mind out of the gutter. That is not what it is. The Magic Box is a method of using your Mutalisk spread to avoid Thor splash damage. The most dangerous thing about the Thor is its splash damage. Let me just posit a little scenario for you here. Let me bring down 4 Thors. And what I'm going to do, now we have to realize that, again, the most dangerous thing about the Thor is, in fact, the splash damage. Not the Thor itself really isn't that bad if you can avoid splash. It is when your Mutas are clumped up in one big group. Now what happens a lot of times, you will be flying around with your Mutalisk, and then you'll be like, oh, look, Thors. Let me just run over here, and let me try to kill these Thors. So you're going to target fire them one at a time. And what in the hell? Why are my Mutas dying so badly? Look at this. Look at how many Mutas I'm losing. I had one entire control group worth of Mutas, and I ran into these Thors, and I am getting torn to shreds. And you have to realize that the reason you are getting torn to shreds is simply because you are bunched up. Look at that. 2 Thors are left. This one barely left with 5 HP, but 2 Thors are left, and I lost the entire control group. So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to grab yet another control group. Let me get a few from over here. I want one full control group. And I'm going to show you how, if you Magic Box, you will not take that damage. So I'm going to grab over 4 more Thors. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to deposit the exact same scenario here. Alright, so I'm going to spread out those 4 Thors. Let me bring this guy back there because he is not involved in that group. So we have those 4 Thors, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what's known as Magic Boxing. The key with Magic Boxing is you do not want your Mutas to clump up. If you tell something, if you basically... You bring them to one position. If you tell them to go anywhere within the boxed area that is that position, they will clump up into a big group like that. So you have to let them spread. You have to bring them to a position, let them spread, and then just do not click within their range. If you can click anywhere around the map, and they will stay in that boxed position, and that is the idea. Now the same thing's going to happen if you click to attack a position. They're going to clump up. So you cannot attack move into the Thors. What you have to do is you have to spread them out, just move them normally with right click on the mouse over the Thors, and then hit stop once you get above them. And let me show you that right now. Gonna move above, hit stop or hold. You can do either or once you get above them, and then you have effectively Magic Box. Now I'm gonna move this group over here to stop. I'm gonna move this group over here to stop, and do the same thing. As long as they're spread out, they do not take some. Look at that, the exact same number of Mutas versus the exact same number of Thors. And not only did I kill all of the Thors, in the last scenario there were 2 Thors left, not only did I kill them all, but I'm also left with a ton of Mutalisks. I did not lose all of them, and that is all due to the simplicity of the Magic Box. So let me just show that to you one more time, exactly how you do it. Alright, so I've got my Mutas right here. And remember, if I click anywhere within this box, the Mutas clump up. If I tell the Mutas to attack in a position, the Mutas clump up. But if I just put them to a position, I let them spread out, and then I can just move them wherever I want, and they will stay nice and spread out, and they will not take splash damage from those Thors. And that is the beauty, that is the key. So that is exactly how you do it, and now let's take a look at that in action. Alright guys, so right now we're going to be taking a look at an in-game example of the Magic Box. This is a game from IEM. This is Idra here. Now you're going to see him moving around the Mutalisk, and you see when he puts them in one spot, they spread out. And then he's going to pull them over. He's going to go right over the Thor and then stop right on top. So you can see they still maintain their box formation. They're still boxed up in one big group. And now once the Thor is gone, they can freely just do kind of a normal attack. But that is precisely how you do the Magic Box. Again, you pull to one location, you move in, and then you stop right above the Thor. And that's the most effective way of doing it. Alright guys, so that about does it for this episode of Like a Boss, and hopefully now, after watching this video, you can now magic box your Mutas just like a boss. And stay tuned for more videos of this segment. Also going to be doing some more commentary and strategy videos as well. And as always guys, if you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep watching and keep owning. Alright guys, so you know what this is called right here. This is known as the Marine Split Challenge, and you can actually go ahead and if you search for custom games right on Battle.net, you will find it. But all I'm doing here, all this is, it's to help you basically practice and work on your Marine Micro and your splitting basically. And you're going to be seeing me do the exact tactic that I talked about in the video. I'm going to be stimming up, patrolling back, and then splitting into small groups. And remember, what you need is you need submarines firing while the Marines